que recuerden que todo esto ya está en la plataforma, okay? Everything is already in the platform. I'm talking about the PDF, el PowerPoint, and also the PDF, que es el documento donde usted va a estudiar para resolver los assessments. Okay, let me see. Let me show you. Come on. Son 11H, de son H. Son 11H. Let me see. 11H. Let me show you that everything. Sorry. So everything is already loaded up in the platform, guys. You only need to go and study and get the information, okay? Remember, I just see you guys, I only see you once a week, guys, okay? So that's why we need to be on time. You see over here, this is the PDF. Este es el documento que tienen que repasar. And also over here is the PowerPoint that we are going to review. And also over here, there are a couple of videos that talks about mixed economy. I want you to study it, okay, or to watch it. Remember, you need to complete vocabulary number 4, that is this one, a modern economy in a global age, and also the assignment questions that you need to complete in your notebook. Question number 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. Okay, la just arrived. Okay, let's begin the class then. Let me show you the PowerPoint for today's class, this one, okay. Okay, let's begin, guys. Let's begin. As I said, today's class is about modern economy. That is now in process in different economies around the world. Now this is the best that now is the actual most of the countries that they practice this modern economy, that is mixed economy. Okay, una economía mixta. Okay, Evans, right. What time is it? 54. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, now over here, I'm not gonna read the objective this chapter, and also these are the vocabulary. Only 4 words: mixed economy, nationalized, privatized, and global economy. Now let's begin. Now today, mixed economy, guys. Today, mixed economy, an economy system that has elements of market and planned economies. It's the most common type of economic system. It's the most common, es lo más común de los sistemas económicos, okay? Traditional economies such as the largest developed countries are everywhere on the decline, están decayendo. Decline as the global economy brings elements of both market forces and government involvement. Now over here, there is an example of how these 3 economic systems, the traditional, the command, and the market system or market economy works together. For instance, we're gonna take an example over here that it says in the book about family farming in the rural Midwest of the United States to see how elements of all 3 economic systems may be presented in a mixed economy. And the family has owned and operated the farm for many generations. It's been passing on from generation to generation, okay? And that is common in a traditional economy. Now they use most common farming method. Family members still cling to some old custom. They use different customs that they have been doing it from year to year. At harvest time, everybody works to eat the crops. Okay, everybody has an assignment to do in harvest time. Harvest time customs of the family follow represent the influence of a traditional economy. Now, all of these are examples of a traditional economy. Now, market economy. The family's crops are sold on the market. That's common in a market economy, and are represented in the private properties and rights and entrepreneurship of the family members. Entrepreneur, remember que son los dueños de las empresas, en este caso de la granja, ya los empresarios. Now, example of command economy in this United States economy. the two grandparents receive Social Security. Social Security, the government is the one who is in charge of this. It means the command economy. And also check every month. Well-maintained highways connect the farm and connect the farms. And who's the one who take care of the highways? Is the command economy. It means the state or the government. And also, who takes care of the school, public school? Also the government. And that is a part of the command economy. As you see over here in the United States, they are involved sometimes the three elements of the different type of economic systems, okay? Now, type of mixed economy, tipo de economía mixta. Although more economies are mixed, they often emphasize on type of system or another. United States essentially has a market economy, esencialmente tiene economía de mercado, market system. Even though there are traditional and command, aunque también se ve algo de elementos de tradicional y del command elements, okay? Now, vamos con Europa. Many European countries have a more even mixed market and command economy. For instance, France, for example, tried to find a middle between socialism and capitalism. Allá todavía existe el socialismo y el capitalismo en Francia, por ejemplo. ¿Ya? Now, Swedish government and government-related organized owns about 1/3 of all Swedish companies. Es decir, que el Estado sueco de Suecia, ellos tienen el control de 1/3 de las compañías en ese país. Now, today's mixed economy. Type of mixed economy, we spoke already, United States basically a market system. European country great in mixed market, we just mentioned. France government controls some industries and provide social services. And now Sweden, we just spoke. States own part of all companies and lifelong benefits. Tienen beneficios de por vida, high, pero tienen tienen que pagar impuestos muy altos. Okay? Now vamos a concentrarnos en ¿cómo es que se llama? En Suecia. ¿Cómo trabaja en Suecia? Dice, Swedish citizens receive cradle to grave social benefits. O sea que ellos reciben beneficios desde que nacen hasta que mueren. Reciben muchos beneficios sociales. Esto incluye, por ejemplo, el cuidado de los niños desde los 1 hasta los 5 años. Después, las escuelas de 6 años hasta los 16. Adicionalmente, los años de la universidad. School, college. El gobierno se encarga de todo eso. Si quiere una universidad, se lo paga el Estado. También el Estado también se encarga del cuidado de la salud dental y también los días libres que tienen que pasar con su familia, para cuidar a su familia. Y finalmente las pensiones, que son cuando se jubilan, ¿no? Son muy generosos, son muy buenos. Pero chicos, la diferencia aquí es que in return, however, the Swedish pay very high tax rates. Ellos pagan un alto impuesto sobre la renta. El impuesto sobre la renta de ellos dice que puede ir tan alto como 60%. Eso quiere decir que si yo tengo un salario de $1,000 y yo tengo que pagarle, de esos $1,000 tengo que pagarle el 60% al Estado para poder yo recibir todos estos beneficios que les mencioné acá. Yo le tengo que pagar al Estado $600 y yo solamente voy a recibir de mi cheque, voy a recibir $400 para comprar mi comida y para lo demás, la luz, teléfono, lo que sea. Pero lo demás ya está cubierto, todo esto ya está cubierto. Por supuesto, si tú no tienes familia, no es muy beneficioso. ¿Ya? Muy bien, let's move on, guys. The trends in a modern economy. Las tendencias en las economías modernas. Dice, economías have changed and are always changing. Las economías cambian y siempre están cambiando. A los inicios de 1990, for example, some Eastern European countries experienced abrupt change when their command system broke down after the collapse of communism in the Soviet Union. Now, the first trend, la primera tendencia, fue esta, el cambio de los propietarios. Now, after the World War II, some European economies became more central planned. For example, the British government, to help the country more effectively recover from the war, nationalized several important businesses, including coal, steel, and railroad. O sea que el gobierno nacionalizó, o sea que se apropió de estas empresas. ¿Para qué? Para ofrecérsela a la población y así poder crecer rápidamente y restablecer su economía. ¿Ok? Entonces, ¿qué significa nacionalizar? Nationalize means to change from private ownership de los dueños privados pasa ¿a dónde? Al gobierno. El gobierno se apropia de eso. More recently, many economies have moved away from common system. Ahora en la actualidad ya no, esto no se practica es lo opuesto, privatizar. ¿Ok? ¿Y qué es privatizar? To privatize means to change from government, que es lo opuesto de nationalize, from government public ownership to private owner. O sea, se lo ceden a alguien para que lo maneje, una entidad privada que lo maneje. ¿Qué es lo que sucedió aquí en Panamá? Panamá, antes de los 90, se encargaba de distribuir la electricidad, se encargaba también de ¿qué? De las telecomunicaciones, se encargaba también del aeropuerto. El aeropuerto le pertenecía al gobierno y lo manejaba el gobierno. Pero como vino lo que nosotros conocemos como globalización, entonces el gobierno no es bueno para hacer las transformaciones y no tenía los recursos. Entonces, ¿qué es lo que se hizo para poder modernizar? Tenemos que vender, y vendieron esto. El IRRE era el instituto que se encargaba de distribuir la electricidad en Panamá. Se la vendió a esta empresa, a EDECHI y a ENSA, que son los que se encargan ahora de distribuir la electricidad en nuestro territorio. También el Estado vendió esta entidad, que era de telecomunicaciones, el Instituto Nacional de Telecomunicaciones de Panamá, el INTEL. Now they sell it to this company, and now this is the one who is in charge of all the telecommunication and internet, everything that relates to communication here in Panama, the cable and wireless, okay? So these are two examples, the IRRE, the electronic electricity company, and the communication company. And also another example could be the airport, the Tocumen airport. That belongs to a corporation, okay? The second trend is globalization, guys. Globalization, it means it's all the economic interaction that cross international boundaries. Okay, an example of this globalization over here, it says Ford Motor Company of the United States and Mazda Motor Company of Japan have long worked as partners. They design and engineer cars together, use each other's distribution system, and also share manufacturing system. Se comparten entre los dos, y los dos son diferentes países y diferentes empresas. Eso es globalización. No hay límites, no hay fronteras. Se hacen negocios sin fronteras. Okay, the same thing happened over here in this company, the IBM, la IBM. What happened with them? It says in May 2014, IBM announced a partnership with 28 business schools and universities worldwide, alrededor de todo el mundo, to design courses around the science of big data, including managing and analyzing very large data sets related to everything from financial market to social media, guys, okay? Now, this is the last slides that talks about the modern economy. Remember, you need to complete these 5 questions. You need to write it in your notebook, guys. Now, let's focus on the 2 videos that I brought. The first one is going to talk to you about what globalization is, and the other one is going to talk about China. How is China, economic system in China right now, okay? So for first one, let's see this video that talks about what globalization is, okay? Let's listen.
We explain the process of globalization. Globalization is the term used to describe the way countries are becoming more interconnected, both economically and culturally. Globalization is an international process driven by trade, investment, technology, and finance. This process has effects on the environment, on culture, on political systems, on economic development and prosperity, and on human physical well-being in societies around the world. Globalization is not new, though. For thousands of years, people, and, later, corporations, have been buying from and selling to each other in lands at great distances. One such example is the famed Silk Road across Central Asia that connected China and Europe during the Middle Ages. But what exactly drives globalization? Over the past 20 years, there have been significant developments in both communications and transport technologies. The introduction of specialized bulk carriers and container ships has helped to reduce the cost of transport and greatly increase the volume of world trade. Recent developments in communications technology, especially the development of the internet and email, enable people anywhere on Earth to have access to and distribute vast amounts of information. The production and distribution of goods and services is increasingly dominated by very large companies known as transnational corporations, TNCs. The business links of TNCs create a more integrated world economy where decisions made in one country can affect people in other parts of the world. International trade has given countries access to goods and services they are unable to produce themselves or can obtain more cheaply from other places. Watch the next video to find out the impacts of globalization. Thank you for watching Educate. We explain the...
Okay, now let's watch the other one that talks about China, guys.
Econ students, this is Mr. Clifford. Welcome to ACDC Econ. Do you have a question? Well, Mr. Clifford, if the free market's so awesome, then why is Communist China doing so well? Now, that's a great question. And to answer it, I've come here to the People's Republic of China. Right now I'm in a city just north of Hong Kong called Xiamen. When American students think about China, they probably think about this, a very old, historic, and traditional place. But I came to see Red China and find out why communism is working. So quite frankly, it's kind of hard for me to be here around all these communists, right? I'm a free market economist, and all I see is red, 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 red. Joe McCarthy would just be turning in his grave seeing all these communists all over the place. But it sure doesn't feel like communism, right? Everyone's wearing different clothes, and there's people with cell phones. There are people shopping at the stores. There's no ration cards. Even their McDonald's is red. Wait, McDonald's is always red. Wait, McDonald's? Starbucks, KFC. Red China is not very red. I mean, everywhere I look, all I see is markets. Markets everywhere. Take a look. You want to buy a hat? There's hats. You want to buy some sweets? You can buy some sweets. You want to buy some jewelry? There's jewelry. This place is the free market. This is not the government telling these producers what to produce. This is clearly capitalism. Right now, China has the second largest economy in the entire world. It's supposed to surpass the economy of the United States in approximately 2 decades. Why is there so much economic growth in China?
In my opinion, I think because China is a new country, we got a lot of opportunity. China is a new country, start from 1979.
What happened in 1979?
1979, our very famous premier named Mr. Deng Xiaoping. He's a very smart guy. He's the founder of a new country. Okay. He say, we want to build a new China, so we want to open our market. We want to do everything new. Xiamen
is one of the original special economic zones created back in 1979. That means that it has a special government system that allows foreign investment and foreign trade. Did you notice that lady check me out? That means that it has a special government system that allows foreign investment and foreign trade. The idea works so well that Chinese government actually continued the process by establishing 14 more special economic zones. These are mostly coastal cities with access to ports. The result was this, double-digit GDP growth year after year for almost 2 full decades. Now, this is a communist country, and the Communist Party does control it. But it's very clear that this is open to the free market at the same time. It looks nothing like the classic centrally planned economy that you see in a textbook. China is a communist country, but it's nothing like North Korea. What's the big difference between China and North Korea?
You know, in North Korea, the government totally controls the economy. But in China, Chinese government controlling part of the economy. And we have central planners, but that's not all. We still have free markets.
China is a great example to show you how the invisible hand of capitalism leads to more economic growth. But don't think that everything is perfect. There's no democracy or free speech, and the government heavily regulates foreign influences, so there's no YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. The education system is very rigid and a little bland, and that's why I'm here, to get teachers excited about teaching economics. Chinese students are super smart and hardworking.
We start our class at 7:20 in the morning, and we finish our class at 4:30 at afternoon, and we have our self-study time 7 to 9:50.
Okay, so school ends, like studying ends around 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
There's no school sports except for PE, and there's no school mascots. And these are their toilets. Notice, no toilet paper. But this has nothing to do with their economic system. So, is communism really better than capitalism? Enough with the gong, okay? Communism is not the reason for China's success. It's a market economy with socialist characteristics. Chairman Mao is on the money, but Adam Smith is on their minds. Until next time.
Okie dokie, guys. With this video, we conclude this chapter about modern economy. Do you have any question? Question, guys, question.
No.
No. Okay, guys, you have any question? It means that everything is being understood and everything is crystal clear, okay? Okay, guys, now remember next week you have the second test. Yes, and it's gonna be about command economy and market economy, okay? That's gonna be the second test, so start studying. Remember, you need to complete all the assessment. Today we have finished the 4th topic, okay? Remember, the first one is the introduction of the economy, command economies, a market economy, and this modern economy. So it means that you should have already 4 vocabularies and 4 assessments completed, okay? Why? Because I'm gonna ask it for it. I'm not gonna tell you when I'm going to ask for it. So you have to complete all those assignments on all those assessment and vocabularies. Are we clear, guys? I don't wanna hear any complaints and say, Teacher, you never told us that we need to complete that. Everything has to be written in your notebook, guys. Everything. Are we clear? Now, if you haven't done it, then enjoy this weekend completing. I might ask for it next week. I might ask next week. So you should have it. It has to be ready written in your notebook. Are we clear? Yeah. Sure. Okay, guys. I don't want to hear any complaints later. Okay, guys. It's 12:14. 1 minute left to the end of this class. I don't have anything else to add. So have a nice weekend. Please behave. Help out in your house, and wash your hands, guys. Okay. See you next week for the test. Bye bye.
Bye, teacher.
Bye. Bye. Bye.